That's right. You have Chase Erickson going up against Olsen for the opening tip-off.
Olsen definitely a height advantage.
Absolutely. And this game will be underway. Tip is there. Olsen does get the bat backwards to Trey Young, and Rawlins with the first possession of the game. They quickly go right side, bounce down low into the corner to Allard. He gives it up back to Olsen baseline. Good coverage there from Chase Erickson, and he forces a double dribble. And that'll be a quick turnover against Rawlins.
So keep your eyes peeled for number 2 for the Outlaws, Jace Allard. He leads this team in points at 18, rebounds at 5.1, assists 4.3, and steals 2.4. He does a little bit of everything.
Kyler Battleson being harassed at half court, gets rid of the basketball up top to Pearson 25 seconds into the ball game. Pearson has a right-hand dribble, kind of sidesteps, gets to the right wing, kick back out to Chase. Chase holds the basketball, no dribble, instead goes left to Battleson around the arch. Critchfield for 3, missed it. Chase on the rebound, the putback is there, and it's 2-0 after a board and a bucket for Chase Erickson.
Chase had great position down there, and he's kind of made a living of that so far this year. His senior year averaging 12.4 points and leading and with 6.2 rebounds as well. And I'm excited to see Jake Pearson tonight. He averages 18 a game, was held scoreless against Evanston, so I'm sure he's anxious.
Penman will miss a 3 for the Outlaws, rebounded by Mason Erickson, and Battleson across half court. Battleson will cross over, come to the right side, into the corner, can't get it there. Now back out Pearson. 6:48 to play. Pearson has the dribble, front court, crosses over, has a nice move, kick out, Critchfield, another attempt, this time right side, in and out, no good. A defensive board pulled in for Trey Young.
Now, I'll say that, Chase had both those rim out, but he had his feet under him. And against Evanston, I felt like was kind of leaning forward, rushing his shot. He's been open on both of those. He just needs to forget that and keep putting those up if you're open.
Kickball call against Jake Pearson on the defensive set for the Braves, and Rawlins will inbound baseline left side corner. Right side corner. Throwing it in is Allard. Goes up top to Young. 6:24 on the Bank of Star Valley scoreboard, first period. A deep 3 for Allard is no good, and a rebound for Chase Erickson.
And a sigh of relief from yours truly right there. That could have been a long night if he hits that one and the confidence level that accompanies it.
Pearson crosses over a couple times, finds Chase, drives in, tries to kick it out, but stolen by Allard. Allard will push the ball down the floor, but the Braves have numbers defensively, so he slows down front court. Picks up the dribble, now drives in, hands it off over to Olsen outside the paint. Trapped in the corner as Olsen dribbles out of it, splits the D to the rim, in and good. What a play by Olsen to split the defense and go in.
Yeah, saw that he had an open opportunity after the defense kind of overcommitted, and Malachi Olsen takes it to the hoop.
2-2 on the Bank of Star Valley scoreboard, 5:38 to play, still in the first period, early in the ball game. Pearson gets the screen from Mason, fakes the 3, can't get it off in time, and now finds Critchfield to Mason, right side corner, drives in baseline, shut down, goes to Chase just outside the left block, kick back out, Battleson open for 3, on the way, too strong, no good. Chase will rebound, turn around, put it back up, that one's no good. Ball volleyball, then taken down by Penman for Rawlins.
Couple of good shots there for the Braves, but this is a good defensive team. Rawlins are athletic. I think they'd rather kind of get up and down and run the court, but they will play good D there, and the Braves be nice to knock down some of these shots.
5 minutes to play. Quick 3 from Penman is off the mark left side. Chase another defensive rebound out front to Battleson. Overside left, Mason ball movement has Critchfield underneath. Now Battleson in the paint strip, but a foul, and we'll see Kyler to the line for 2.
Looks like Ben McFarland going to be whistled for that one. First personal, first team foul. And I was going to point out, Chase Erickson already with 4 rebounds in this game. Here you see Olsen. He splits that double team, uses the right hand, hangs in the air just long enough. That's Malachi Olsen with the Outlaws' first bucket of the game.
Still tied up, 2-2. 2 shots coming from the line for Kyler for Star Valley. Takes the first shot after a little dribble, misses it off the front rim. Game brought to you with the help of State Farm Insurance, who sponsors the Crimson Corner. That's Randy Thompson, helping you manage the risks of everyday life. Call 886-5296.
Kyler knocks down the second. He came into the weekend shooting just 40% and
gets the steal off the inbound. Critchfield able to put up a jumper in the lane, no good. And rebounded by Penman. Penman pushing the ball. Defense has done a very good job getting back and has not given Rawlins anything in transition so far now.
Kind of missed an opportunity there, though. The Braves had a good shot and couldn't get it to go.
Allard, top of the floor. Goes over right side. Nothing there. Back up top is Young. Clock hits 4:20 to play in the first period in a 3-2 game. Star Valley up 1 on the Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. Roble in the paint, spins off the free throw line, got it to drop in the lead to Rawlins, 4-3.
Nice looking play there, and he averages almost 6 points a game. Boy, pretty little hook shot.
Battleson dribbles behind his back, now picks it up, finds Pearson right side. Holds the basketball, now dribbles into the paint. Shot fake, now puts it up, and good. Jake Pearson so comfortable inside the key, and he gets 2 points.
Well, and Jake can shoot from the outside too, and he picked up a couple of offensive fouls early last week, and I think it really threw him out of his rhythm, and so that's a good sign for the Braves. See him kind of get stopped and then pull up and knock down that jumper. Speaking of which, here's your Carpus Plus Quartile replay.
Yeah, there it is.
And Jake stops and pops, puts it in. Braves up 5-4.
Rawlins will lose the ball out of bounds, but keep possession after Star Valley touched it. Now Mason will be called for the reach-in as he went for the steal. And that'll be his first foul of the game. Rawlins will inbound again in the front court.
First personal on Mason, first team foul on the Braves. Both teams with just one. 3:33 remaining here in the first quarter on your Bank of Star Valley scoreboard.
Throwing this one in is going to be Trey Young on the inbound. Looks deep, instead comes closer to Ryan Roble. And it'll be Trey Young up top. Looks for Allard, but can't find him. Defense comes out to meet him in the perimeter. Allard now in the right side corner front court. Allard wants to put a move on Mason Erickson. A deep NBA three is off the mark left side. I guess Allard just has the green light, Dal. He's shot from well beyond the arch today.
Well, on the season, he's shot 51 three-pointers coming into the weekend. That does not count last night's game where the Outlaws beat the Pinedale Wranglers by 10. So, yeah, he will hoist it.
Whistle away from the ball. That's going to be against Star Valley.
Going to get Chase Erickson foul away from the basketball. First personal on him, and the official pretty emphatic on that. Did not like what he saw.
2:58 to play in the first period. Still a 5-4 ball game. Braves up by 1 on the Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. They are your community bank. Online at BOSV.com.
And you see number 10, Reese Heibel in there. He played his first action of the season last week against Evanston. Got that brace on the left leg, sustained that injury in the last couple of minutes of the state championship football game.
And now Rawlins will have the possession, working around right side. You have Trey Young around the perimeter. Now deep up top to Allard again. He might shoot it from there.
He might. Spiking line.
That's right.
He's at the spiking line. They might give him 4.
2:35 and counting. Carnes gives it back up to Young. Drives in, tries to skip it down low, but knocked out of bounds by Mason. And it will be an inbound play from the baseline for the Outlaws.
One thing I've noticed, the Braves are much more comfortable playing a zone this year under Coach Lancaster. So we've seen a lot of that.
Ball movement inside for the Outlaws. Shot up in the paint, no good. A nice looking move from Ryan again, but he can't get it to drop. But will go to the line for 2 shots.
I believe they're going to get Reese Heibel for that one. Oh, nope, they're getting Chase Critchfield. First personal, third team foul.
First free throw is no good. Remains a 5-4 game, which is brought to you by Aspen Physical Therapy. Proud to support the health of SVHS athletes and residents of Star Valley. Located at 121 North Washington in Afton. That's Aspen Physical Therapy.
This is Ryan Roybal at the free throw line on the season, shooting 68% according to wildpreps.com. Knocks down the second one. He's got 3 in the ball game.
2:22 to play in a tie game. 5-5. Critchfield with the handle of the basketball across half court. Bounces left side. Now back inside to Heibel from Pearson. No good, but Heibel is fouled. Quick pass from well beyond the perimeter line from Pearson inside to Heibel, and he will go to the line.
I think Malachi Olson swatted that ball, but he must have got some hand on that as well.
So Reese to the charity stripe for the first time this season. We'll get the shooter's touch roll forward and drop it in for 1.
Reese, a Super 25 selection, football, all-state, state champ. He holds virtually all the Star Valley passing records for a career. It's great to see him out there.
Misses the second free throw. The lead remains 6-5 with 2:05 on the clock in the first period. Allard drives in left side, puts it off the glass, and good. And that's what makes him such a tough player to defend.
And the Braves have seen some really good players this year. Hoyt Nicholas for Warland, Brock Ehlers for Evanston, and Jace Howard. He's the straw that stirs the Outlaw drink Braves are going to have to be aware of him all night long.
7-6 Outlaw lead. Braves on the other end. Pearson, left side elbow. Looks over to Critchfield in the right angle. Bounces down low to Chase Erickson, loses the basketball, picks it back up, trapped on the side, gives it over to Critchfield. Star Valley has possession still. Pearson left side now, 1:28 on the clock and counting. Pearson gets to the elbow, can't get anything to go, instead finds Heibel, jumper right side elbow. That one's in and good. Nice throw from Reese. And the lead back to the Braves.
Well, Reese missed a bunch of last year as well. He had an injured thumb. But there's times he led the Braves for a stretch during the season as a sophomore and a junior, and so we know he can score. So as he continues to get healthier, it's going to be fun to watch.
Shot fake on the baseline. The shot is missed by Roble, but he will be fouled. And again, we'll see Ryan go to the line for 2 more shots with the Outlaws trailing the Braves by 1. 8-7 is your score with 1:03 to play here in the first period.
Here you can see Reese puts that in. Free throw here from Roble is no good, so now he's 1 of 3.
Game brought to you by B&H Auto, your auto service and repair destination, located at 420 North Washington Street in Afton. And also Simplot, bringing Earth's resources to life. Visit Simplot.com.
Brett Penman and Trey Young check in for Rawlins.
Second free throw is also missed. Heibel battling for the rebound, and there will be a foul against Rawlins as Heibel and Chase Erickson were both there.
Going to call Trey Young for that one. First personal, third team foul on the Outlaws. 1:02 remaining here in the first quarter. Braves up 1, and some full court pressure here from Rawlins.
Inbound to Kyler Battleson, bounces back to Critchfield. Rawlins pressure backs off a little bit, but they'll trap at half court. Critchfield has it poked away, stolen, and in transition, the other side comes Trey Young, lays it in, right hand, a steal and the points, gives Rawlins the lead back 9-8.
As I recall, Trey Young had a nice ball game against the Braves last March and picked our pocket there and gets himself.
This time Critchfield does get across half court. Heibel jumper, baseline, left it short, follows the ball to get a rebound, but instead will foul. Nope, it's going to be a foul against Rawlins. They'll get Malachi on it. Olsen.
No, it looks like it's going to be a foul.
No, it is.
Heibel.
It is against Reese. So Rollins basketball.
15 foul on the Braves already here, so Rollins has a chance to be in the bonus for quite some time in the second quarter.
26 seconds and counting on the Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. First period of action. Still 9-8. And driving in is Roble. Floats up a hanging shot, no good, out of bounds. Off the rebound, Star Valley basketball.
Say Ben McFarland came crashing in there. I wondered if they were going to get him for over the back, but instead, this be last touch by Rollins. Star Valley ball.
They'll have 12 seconds to work with. Critchfield across half court, bounces in front of Pearson. Ball loose. Pearson tracks it down. Trapped, knocked out again. Cross-court pass to Chase. 4. Critchfield will travel. He had the ball on the perimeter, tries to drive in on the angle, and will turn it over with 2.4 to play in the period.
So virtually the length of the court here for the Outlaws.
They'll look for a long inbound, can't get it. Instead, we'll take a full court. Nope, they don't get the shot off before the buzzer. 9-8 after 1 period. Rawlins on top over Star Valley. We return here in 60 seconds on SVI Media and Black Mountain Country. Welcome back after the break. It's 9-8 with Star Valley on top over Star Valley trailing Rawlins by 1. It will be Braves basketball to open up the second period. They'll try and lob it down low, and they do find Mason Erickson, but can't hit the shot. Gets his own rebound in traffic and puts it back in.
Padding the stats. There was Mason. It's a great inlet, great pass there by Chase, and he'll have to buy him a stick of gum or something later for robbing him of the assist.
Rollins able to break the half-court trap from Star Valley. Find him down low is Olsen. Kick back out, 3 on the way from Penman is left short. Big rebound from Critchfield. Nope, now the ball's loose, taken away by Olsen, and another chance here for Olsen, and he cleans it up after taking the rebound away, and the lead back to Rollins.
He's a really flexible, athletic guy down there, Malachi Olsen, and he's gotten both of his buckets off kind of scramble plays like that, and Braves are going to have to be aware of him.
Chase finds Mason in the paint, pivots around, kick out. Pearson fakes the 3. He drives in angle, spins on the block, can't get inside the key. Looks to Mason behind him, it does. Chase open for 3, takes the look, straight down the barrel, too strong back rim, and rebounded by Young. Young in transition, pushes it high, flying layup. and he drops it in for 2 on a pretty shot, 13-10.
Kyler was setting up to try and take a charge, and Young's quick and athletic enough to kind of fly around the side. No problem for Trey Young.
Chase right side for the Braves, now trailing by 3. He drives in angle. There is a whistle. No shot. It's going to be on the floor.
Full play.
Carpets Plus Color Tile Replay. Of course, we appreciate their support of this broadcast. They can be found at 654-8587. America's floor store, Carpets Plus Color Tile.
Now Austin Tarango, number 13, in there with Ryan Roybal. And a couple of big players there down low. Well, big for Wyoming standards. The Braves, we're not a very big team, Duke, and so we'll have to be aware of that. Along with Malachi Olson, that really gives them some opportunities down low.
Heibel was looking for Mason on the inbound under the basket, but it actually almost went in the basket on the inbound. I don't know if they count that or not, but it's a rebound play of sorts on the other end. Here comes Rawlins, misses the shot short. Heibel on the rebound, outlet to Battleson down the floor.
I think you have to count it as a shot. It hit the rim.
Yeah, Kyler to Mason, long jumper baseline is missed. That one is a true shot. And a rebound for the Outlaws.
Say Tarango, number 13. Like I said, Tarango and Roybal down low, and then Malachi Olson, who's athletic enough, he just kind of plays as another big guy.
Allard spins in the paint, misses the shot. Rebounded by Pearson, outlet to Battleson, and he'll slow things down offensively. Hands off to Heibel. Nice feed down low to Mason. Dribble in the paint. Shot is up. No, but a foul. And Mason Erickson will get 2 attempts from the charity stripe line.
Like Coach Allard maybe wanting to travel there, wondered if Mason shuffled his feet. It's going to end up being a foul against Brett Penman, his first. Both teams with 5 team fouls now. Mason Erickson to the free throw line, first time of the night.
First free throw is good. Coverage of today's broadcast brought to you by Salt River Motors. Ride this winter with Arctic Cat and Polaris sleds, accessories, and apparel. Find that and more at Salt River Motors in Etna and also online at saltrivermotors.com.
Mason shoots 67% from the charity stripe, averages just under 6 a game.
Missed the second free throw. Rawlins will rebound.
It's Tarango pulled it down again.
Yep.
Got a couple of boards coming off the bench.
5:42 to play in the second. Still a 13-11 game. Down low on the block is Olson. Heibel on the coverage. Olson under the backboard and will go up for the shot. And Reese will foul him there. And that's going to be 2 shots for Olson from the line.
Folks, just want to remind you, if you'd like to be involved in this ball game, go ahead and tweet the hashtag SVI, and we'll put it up on the screen here. So if you'd like to tell us where you're watching this game from, who you're cheering for, then use the hashtag SVI. We'll put it up on our screen here. Free throw's no good there from Olson.
5:35 to play in the second. 16 fouls for the Braves, 5 for the Outlaws, and 1 more coming for Olson as Mason checks back in for Heibel.
I noticed Reese was defensively lined up there on Olson before that last foul, and I think that's a good adjustment by Coach Lancaster.
Second free throw is missed short. Rebound pulled in for Chase Erickson. Outlets to Battleson. Kyler across half court with a handle on the basketball. Braves trailing by 2. Tries to skip it down to Critchfield, but knocked out of bounds by
Roybal. Knocked
it out.
And Coach Allard, this team is a perennial contender. And the philosophy, you can just see the athleticism, the play, the passing lanes. It turns into layups, and then those layups turn into 7-9-0 runs, and that's why Rawlins wins a lot of games.
Kyler Battleson, left side, tries to drive, nothing there. Ball moving around the perimeter, cross-court pass to Chase Erickson. He comes in angle, gets in the paint, shot is up, blocked, swatted away by Tarango. And back the other way come the Outlaws with 5 minutes to play in the second.
And Roybal came up with the rebound.
Allard drives in, shot good, and the whistle. And there you have Jace Allard going to the line for a 3-point play attempt, 15-11. Outlaws on top. Here's your Carpets Plus Color Tile replay.
Kind of hung in the air, got bumped. They're going to call Chase Critchfield for that one, his second. And a 7th team foul on the Braves, 4:55 remaining in the half.
Free throw is good. Convert the 3-point play. The lead is 5, 16-11.
And 5 points for Jace Allard, so that is your difference.
Battleson will have no pressure across half court, and then met in the front court by Carnes of Rawlins. Gets rid of the basketball to Chase Erickson. Fights off a screen. Chase gets rid of it to Pearson, open for 3. Then it closes by Olson. Has to take the dribble. Pearson now crosses over, drives into the lane. Good shot, in a good whistle, and a block call. So Jake Pearson answers the Allard play. Now he will go to the line for the and one.
And Rawlins thought maybe they were going to get a charge call. Whistle was a little late, but this time goes Star Valley's way, and Pearson will try and counter with a three-point play of his own.
16-13 on the scoreboard as of right now. Star Valley trailing by 3.
Dylan Schwab checking in for the Braves, number 20. And in for the Outlaws, number 15, is Colton Garlington.
That goes to Ryan Roybal.
Ryan Roybal picked up that foul. 16 foul. Both teams will be in the bonus from here on in. 4:34 remaining in the ball game, or in the first half. Excuse me.
Game brought to you with the help of Call Ready Mix, Miles Beverage, Ankle Down, Wyoming Minuteman Supply, and Canyon River Realty. With Jake Pearson on the line for one shot here. 4:34 to play in the second period. This to make it a 2-point game, and does. 16-14.
5 points for Jake. Heibel checks in for Pearson. So on the floor for the Braves, Chase Erickson, Reese Heibel, Dylan Schwab, Kyler Battleson, Mason Erickson.
Inbound play to Allard, quickly back out to Young, and Young will have the handle in the backcourt. 4:28 on the clock, across the timeline now in the front court. Heibel on him, goes to Penman, over to Allard, right corner, feeds it back up top to Young, driving in Penman, jumper inside the free throw line, rolls around the rim, no good. Schwab will rebound, and down the floor comes Dylan Schwab across half court, able to feed Chase Erickson left side. Mason up top is Critchfield, stolen away by Rawlins. They'll have the possession after the steal. Defense recovers nicely. Rawlins can't get any transition.
Trey Young again. He just didn't even have to deflect that to anybody. He just snagged it.
3:50 to play before half. 16-14 still the score. Rawlins on top with the basketball. Penman drives in. Kick out. Allard a long three again. Nailed that one from 5 or 6 feet beyond the arch.
8 points now for Jace Allard, and the Outlaws lead at 19-14 on the season. He shoots 29% from there, but he shoots a bunch of them.
Chase Erickson, right side for the Braves, will travel. Drug his pivot foot before he...
For you Wyoming fans out there, that's like a Mo Alexander shot.
Allard with the handle again, another long three. That one will be left short, though. Fighting for the rebound is Pearson. He'll pull it in with 3:14 on the clock.
The Wyoming court used to have the outline of the state, and Mo Alexander used to shoot it from the Yellowstone, part of Yellowstone of the state. That was his spot.
The Yellowstone mark. Kick call against Rawlins as Jake tried to pass it in the lane, and so it was going to be Heibel will inbound from the baseline for the Braves.
Roybal and Malachi Olson will check in. Having a seat is Tarango and Jace Allard. So Allard has a seat with 3:06 remaining in the half. Outlaws up 5.
Inbound to Mason, tries to get into the paint. Jumper just outside, blocked. Getting a hand on it was Garlington, and Rawlins will get the basketball. 19-14, Rawlins up by 5. 2:53 to play in the second period on the Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. Penman right side. Up top to Roybal. Roybal has one dribble, picks it back up, pivots around. Mason Erickson on him, get rid of the basketball to Penman. He drives into the free throw line. Nothing there. He kicks out Garlington, and he will travel. And a turnover will give Star Valley the ball.
I'll tell you, I'm impressed with some of the depth that Rawlins is showing here today. They've got guys come off the bench and just slide right in there and make some big plays. Garlington got called for that one, but he had a block here on the possession before. You saw Tarango come in and get a block and an assist and a rebound. And so the Rawlins really going to their bench and getting some production.
Chase Critchfield working against Young, who falls over, gets right back up, finds Mason Erickson left side, just Critchfield. Chase wants a three, instead drives in, splits the D, dribbles off his own foot, or he said he thought it was off Rawlins, but the official disagrees, and it will be Outlaw basketball.
I think he thought it was off the foot of Malachi Olson, but the official said, nope, it's off yours.
Star Valley will put pressure on the inbound play and then back off, and will allow Trey Young across half court. 2:12 to play in the second period. Olson right side, up top to Penman. Wants to drive but can't. Bounces over right to Garlington. Quick to Roybal. Around to Young. He has a few dribbles, kicks out, 3 on the way. This one is missed by Garlington, rebounded by Roybal. His putback is no good. Another rebound. Garlington is fouled on the way back up, and that will put him on the line. Colton Garlington to the stripe for 2.
Well, 2 offensive rebounds for the Outlaws, and going to cost the Braves a foul and a couple of free throws.
1:51 on the clock, stopped here in the second period. Timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. 19-14, Rawlins on top with free throws coming back in 30 seconds on SVI Media, Black Mountain Country, and
watch live, listen live. This is the Star Valley Braves, live on SVI Media and Black Mountain Country.
Again, hop on your Twitter account and tweet out to us. Let us know where you're watching, who you're cheering for today, and use the hashtag SVI, and we'll be able to show some of those tweets on the screen and read a few as well.
Free throw no good there from Garlington, his first attempt of the afternoon on the season. Only had 2 attempts coming in, missed them both. Coming into the weekend, I should say.
Second free throw also no good. Rebounded by Heibel. 19-14 the score with $1:47 to play before halftime. Critchfield dribbles between his legs, has it left side, back across right side to Chase Erickson. Chase will have one dribble, picks it up to Pearson. Back to Heibel, fakes a 3, drives into the paint, kick out to Chase. He wants to get inside, can't. Heibel open left elbow, missed it off the back iron. Big, tall rebound, but now the ball is loose, and Critchfield gets the extra possession. Heibel in the lane, kind of rolls it up right side, no good. And this time the rebound is for the Outlaws.
Braves a couple opportunities there. Pearson driving the lane, but kind of like last week, the intensity level is better this week, but the ball not going down. So between Pearson, Chase Erickson, and Chase Critchfield, they're your leading scorers, and again, just not getting a lot of points.
Still a 5-point lead for the Outlaws with a minute to play before half. Allard crosses over, 3, good.
Wow.
That was a little Steph Curry impersonation. Just crossed it over and drained the 3 left side.
11 points for Jace Allard. And his last 6 points have come from long range.
22-14 with Chase Erickson around the left side. Critchfield almost stolen from him. Gives it up to Pearson. Clock down to 39. Tough pressure on the perimeter for the defense. Heibel inside, loses the basketball, out of bounds off of Reese. And a quick turnover gives it right back to the Outlaws. In an 8-point game.
I think the Braves have been affected a bit by this Rawlins defense. They're maybe rushing things a little too much. Look at Allard here on the angle. Over and got the range back well beyond the 3-point arc and drops it in right in front of the Star Valley bench.
33 seconds in the half. Rawlins basketball already up by 8. Braves are going to try and pressure full court. Do get the hand on the basketball, but it's brought in and a timeout will be called by Rawlins here before the half break. 25 seconds to go, 30-second timeout. We'll just keep it here, Dal. 22-14 is your score before we get into halftime. Yeah, you mentioned the defensive perimeter pressure by Rawlins. They've really picked that up here in the second period, and it's forced Star Valley to kind of try and do some things differently, and they haven't been able to get in a rhythm.
Well, through the first 5 games of the season, that trio of Jake Pearson, Chase Erickson, Chase Critchfield, you add those guys together, and they're giving you like 45 points a game. Right now they have 7. Pearson has 5. Erickson has 2. Critchfield hasn't scored. And so, we kind of set up some roles and kind of got used to those guys and those roles. And so far through the last 6 quarters of play or so, it's just been a little more difficult. Jake is on pace a little bit with 5 points, but we need to get those guys going. And if not, someone else has got to score.
25 seconds to play before halftime. Rawlins will inbound in the front court, already up by 8. Skip outside to Young. He'll come left side. Cross court pass over to Allard, wide open for 3. Shot is no good, but they'll wave it off anyway. They're going to call a whistle against Star Valley, and they'll inbound on the Rawlins side.
Roybal got pushed, and you could see him kind of stagger backwards.
And that's the 9th team foul for the Braves. So they'll have the 1-on-1 shooting here for Roybal. 20 seconds to play.
Free throw is no good. Roybal has struggled a bit from the line. He's now 1 of 5. Rebound to Heibel. You saw the tweet there. Join us during this broadcast. Just use the hashtag SVI. Tell us where you're watching from, all you Rawlins fans.
10 seconds. Inbound to Pearson is knocked out. Pearson was cutting in. Chase tried to find him and it's knocked out, so the Braves will inbound with 7.4. Quick out to Battleson. Tipped. Brings it in. Kyler with 5. Cross-court pass to Critchfield. 3. Over to Pearson with 1 second. Buzzer beater shot is no good. Missed it. And your halftime score, 22-14. Rawlins on top of Star Valley here at Star Valley High School. Fall River Propane halftime show coming when we return with SVI Media and Black Mountain.
Halftime coverage is brought to you by Fall River Propane, now offering bulk propane delivery in Star Valley. Call 885-4277.
Duke Dance and Dal Erickson back with you live at Star Valley High School. 22-14 is your halftime score, brought to you by Fall River Propane, Star Valley's newest propane provider. Don't break the bank to stay warm this winter. Just make the switch and save. Call 885-4277. Again, 22-14 is your halftime score, with Star Valley trailing Rawlins here at Star Valley High School as part of your Fall River Propane halftime show. Now let's jump right into some of your halftime scoring stats, all brought to you by Battleson Brothers Flooring. Find your floor at BattelsonBrothersFlooring.com and also call 883-9797.
Well, the Braves down 8 here at the half, and I'll tell you something else, Duke. It could be a lot worse. Rawlins did not shoot very well from the free throw line in that first half. On the season, they shoot 66%, which is pretty respectable. In that first half, they went just 2 of 9. So they're up 8. It's just shooting their normal percentage. This should be a double-digit lead for the Outlaws. We'll see if that turns out to be a factor today. But the Braves, they got to get going offensively, because right now, 14 points just isn't going to cut it. Jace Allard, to put it in perspective, has 11 by himself. So he is... the Braves are leading Jace Allard, but not the Outlaws. So 11 points for Allard. They've gotten 4 from Trey Young, who I think has been a real handful defensively. Malachi Olson has a couple of baskets. Ryan Roybal has 3 points. Braves led by Jake Pearson. He has 5 points. 3 from Reese Heibel, 3 from Mason Erickson, 1 from Kyler Battleson, 2 points, 5 rebounds from Chase Erickson. But you can see there on the scoreboard, Braves doing okay rebounding-wise as well as also, but they've had too many turnovers, and I'd like to see us be more aggressive to the hoop, Dave, especially from Jake Pearson, from Chase Erickson. They need to get to the rim.
Well, it is going to be Rawlins basketball to open up the second half of play. Allard, nice dribbling again. Step back 3 is no good. How does he even find himself open is the trick. Quick pass down to Battleson. And the defense there for Rawlins. Kyler now driving in. He's going to put up the floater. That one's out to mark right side. Box out and rebound for Trey Young.
Hey, hats off to Kyler to even bring that in. There was a lot of mustard on that. Rebound there by, you mentioned Trey Young. I've got him with 4 rebounds here in this game.
Rawlins on the other end of the court. 22-14, still the score. Young with it. Dumps it over to Allard. And he will take a relaxed dribble right side. Find a Penman. Penman to the elbow. Down low to the baseline as Olsen. Kiss off the glass is missed, and Pearson will rebound for the Braves. Jake will push the ball down the court. Crossing over behind his back, now going right side. Nothing there, though, and Critchfield will slow the pace down.
Well, Pearson only had 1 rebound in the first half. He's got 2 in the first 60 seconds, and we need that from Jake as well.
Pearson right side now with the clock down to 6:51 to play in the third period. Passes up to Critchfield. Both teams scoreless here in the third period early on. Skip it over left side to Battleson. Back to Critchfield, takes the long 3 himself, swish it through from 2 beyond the arch, and the lead cut down to 22-17.
And Chase he's a good shooter. In fact, I would dare say he's a better shooter than his older brother Cole. He doesn't have all the tools that Cole had just yet. He will, but I think from 3 he is a better shooter, and nice to see that one go through, and hopefully he gets a couple more.
22-17, 6:20 to play in the third period. Driving in Penman, kick out. Allard wants the 3, instead drives in, he's bumped. And that'll be against Mason. He's tough to guard. It's almost impossible to guard, but that time the foul on Mason is Allard just took the little hop step.
Well, and he's a senior too. So here you can see Critchfield pulls up there. McFarland gave him a little too much room maybe.
Inbound to Olsen. He's harassed on the block, breaks the coverage, shot fake, patiently waiting, but can't hit the shot. And Chase Erickson will rebound. Chase Critchfield across half court now with the clock ticking down to 6 minutes. Over to Pearson. Star Valley will look inside. Pearson wants to lob it in but can't. Instead goes to Critchfield on the perimeter. Finds Mason left side.
When you saw Lancaster, Coach Lancaster up off the bench clapping, he wants to keep the energy up. He doesn't want him standing around. And
Kyler being harassed on the front court is going to be fat. Nope, a timeout called.
Yeah.
So we'll take it as well. Coach Lancaster not liking what he's seen so far. Back in 30 seconds on the Braves Broadcast Network.
Live on SVI Media and Black Mountain Country.
Star Valley does have the basketball after their own timeout. Critchfield will inbound to Pearson up top and hands it off back to Critchfield. 5:34 to play in the third in a 22-17 game. Critchfield will bounce it over left side. Pearson has it. Over to Mason. Driving around to the free throw line. Kick out. Chase will drive in. Open from the free throw line, blocked though by Olsen. Ball loose on the court. Critchfield will bring it in, and they'll reset the offense. Lob it deep down low to Mason. Too high though. He elevated to bring it in, almost did, but that will be a
Malachi Olsen. Chase kind of hesitated, and Olsen closed out and said, nope, get out of here.
For Rawlins, and they had the possession here with 5:06 to play in the third. Bounce it down to Olsen on the baseline. Tries to split the D, hop step into the paint, can't get the shot off, pivots around, does take the shot, looking for contact, but good defense by Chase. He gets the rebound and outlets to Pearson.
Really well done by Chase, because Olsen, he got a bag of tricks, and he's good at drawing contact, and he tried a few of them there, and Chase didn't bite, so nicely done.
4:40 to play in the third. Cross-court pass to Mason, drives in, jumper outside the paint, splashed it in. And it's a 4-0 run to open up the half, 5-0 run to open up the half for the Braves.
Erickson now with 5 points, 3 rebounds. Mason Erickson, I should say. We got a sack full of Ericksons out here on the team, so I better specify which one it is.
Here's Penman, can't get the shot off. Over to Young, looking around inside for Allard, but not there. State gives it up to Olsen up top. Clock hits 4:10. Now a deep three from Allard. This one's going to be missed long. Pearson, nice box out, and he pulls in the rebound.
Braves with a chance to tie it up here. 4 minutes to go in the third, and they're clawing their way back into it.
Critchfield, hard pass left to Mesa, back into Critchfield, and a little give and go, but the ball batted out by Penman, and Star Valley will inbound baseline.
Here's your Carpets Plus Color Tile replay. Skip pass there to Mason, rises.
Pearson to inbound down low. Looks inside first, nothing there. Now comes back inside to Chase, dribbles in the paint, hook shot inside, rolls around the rim and comes out. Rebounded by Rawlins.
Tarango, another rebound. He's got 3 off the bench for the Outlaws.
3-point game, 22-19, 3:40 to play in the third on the Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. Allard crosses over, and Mason will be called with the contact.
He uses that speed to get right up into your body, and if your momentum is stuck there, you're going to get called for that block every time, because the ball handler is right into your grill. So Mason picks up that one. That's his third, I believe, and checking into the ballgame now, Reese Heibel, number 10.
They have that as 4 on the board.
You're right, that is his 4th, sorry.
3 on the way for Allard, missed again. Rebound and the putback is missed. Kyler Battleson, defensive board for the Braves. And still a 3-point game with Rawlins on top. Jake Pearson over to the right. On the perimeters, the clock ticks down. He crosses over, hands backwards to Chase. Chase drives in, kick out. Battleson wants a 3 but can't.
And Duke, Rawlins has 0 team fouls. We played 5 minutes in the third. Braves need to be aggressive going to the hoop. Otherwise, we're not going to be the free throw line in the fourth quarter.
Pearson spin around jumper in the paint is good. Chase on the assist. And a nice play for Star Valley. Cuts the lead to 1. They open things up on a 7-0 run in the third, 22-21.
Back to Duke and Down with live coverage of the Star Valley Braves on SVI Media and Black Mountain Country.
That 8-point lead down to 1. Braves putting on pressure full court coming out of the timeout. Just on the inbound, though, they throw it to Allard and they back off.
Yeah, Duke, you mentioned a 7-0 run in the first 4:59 of the third quarter. And defensively, the Braves done a pretty good job, but
Allard, another step back. 3 almost went in, but no. Chase battling for the rebound, tips it over to Heibel.
And that's what it's going to take, Duke. You gotta dig those rebounds out of there.
2:37 to play in the third. Still a 1-point game, stolen by Allard. Allard will have it in transition the other way. Missed the layup. Well, you don't see that. He's holding his hands up in the air, looking at him, saying, "Why did you deceive me?"
Well, he kind of got affected there. Critchfield sprinted back, but left it just a little short. It happens.
Critchfield open 3 left side off the mark to the left as well. Rebounded by Roble. And it's still a 1-point game. 2:10 to play in the third. Penman pushing the ball. Goes back to Allard. He crosses over, away from the screen. Drives into the paint, loses it, is fouled. And we'll see if this is on the floor or on the shot.
Well, and this is what I'd like to see the Braves do. Again, I'm not trying to badmouth what we're doing, but we played 6 minutes. Here in the third quarter, Rawlins has no team fouls. That'll be number 3 on the Braves. Heibel picks that one up, but we have got to be more aggressive going to the hoop here.
And they are going to stay on the shot for that foul. And Jace will be on the line for 2 attempts here with 2:01 to play in the third on the Bank of Star Valley scoreboard.
He's 1 for 1 on the night. That one bounces off.
Game brought to you by Riverside Dental, offering the full range of dental services available while focusing on quality, comfort, and value. Located in Thane is Riverside Dental.
Allard hits the second. He's got 12 in the ball game.
Clock hits.
Lead is 2.
Clock hits 2 minutes as well. Braves on the other end. Heibel in the front court. Passes left to Chase. Looks around in the left. Can't get anything to go there. Dribbles around right side. Gets the elbow off a screen. Can't get the shot off. Looks around up top to Battleson. And Battleson will step back into the front court, set up the offensive set. Clock down to 1:36.
One thing you notice about the stats compiled by Wild Preps, Kyler at about 5 assists per game. And he's kind of surveying things there, trying to find a teammate maybe for an open lane. And, hats off to Rawlins. There hasn't been much of that.
1:20 on the clock. Right side, Pearson. Shot fake, drive in, floater in the lane, rolls around and pops off. Doesn't drop in for Jake. And a rebound for the Outlaws. Allard pushing the ball down the floor. Up by 2, takes it in himself in the lane. No whistle, charge is the call. And Battleson picks himself up. He'll draw it. Allard doesn't like it, but it is a offensive charge call.
Well, he was definitely there, but Coach Allard saying it was kind of off to the side, and he may have an argument. Let's take a look at it. Kind of caught him on the shoulder, and the block charge it's a miserable way to make a living for officials.
Yes, it is.
Because nobody's happy.
Pressure at half court for the Rawlins defense. They're going to trap Kyler, able to get rid of it over to Pearson. Now down low, Battleson. Up, blocked from behind. Swatted is Tarango. Now the Rawlins offense in transition. Able to find Carnes.
That's his second block of the night, and he also has 6 rebounds. Both of his blocks, they've been able to get the rebound, and usually when a team blocks, that stays with the offensive team. Not so tonight with Rawlins.
Penman misses a 3 outlet pass by the Braves off of the rebound. They have 25 seconds to work with. All alone is Cole Critchfield. Can't hit the shot though. Rebounded and another block. This one swatted out again by Tarango. Heibel jumper from the free throw line, missed short, and it's a rebound for Carnes of Rawlins.
Man, Austin Tarango off the bench. Really providing a spark. 3 blocks, 6 rebounds.
Allard was going to take a 3, fade away at the buzzer, swished it. Ice in his veins, count it, knock it through. 26-21 after 3, a 5-point lead for the Outlaws. We'll be back on SBI Media and Black Mountain Country. Here's your replay provided by Carpets Plus Color Tile. It's the Braves Broadcast Network. Duke Dance, Dal Erickson with you. 23-21 is your current, or 26-21, sorry, is your current score after Allard hit the buzzer beater 3 at the end of the third.
He's got 14 in the ball game, 3 3-point baskets, and that right there, same reason with the girls' game. You want to have a cushion at the end because you don't want him shooting at the end because you can see his range.
7:50 to play early on in the fourth period. Braves basketball. Heibel up top, able to give it over to Chase. Now to Battleson. Critchfield around the arch to go. Heibel stutter steps, doesn't take a dribble, now does. Left hand, tries to get into the lane, throws it away. Ball loose in the backcourt. 2 players dive for it. Ball still loose and out of bounds. And it is going to be Rawlins basketball as Heibel and McFarland both dove.
Let's take a look at our replay here. I think Reese was trying to see if he could bounce it off. Yeah, that's off of Reese, clearly. Thought maybe he was trying to throw it off the player at the back of his hand. And yeah, I think pretty good call there. Reese was clearly, I think, the last person to touch that.
Jace Allard out of the game right now for Rawlins. So
thank goodness.
Chance for the Braves to put a run together here, but plenty of scores still left on the court for the Outlaws. 7:30 to play in the fourth.
And Austin Tarango's down there having a block party.
He has it now on the block, spins around, hook shot high off the glass. No good, offensive rebound. Can't get the shot up, now does, and in. The rebound and the bucket pulled in for Ben McFarland.
I was going to point out on that 3 to close out the third, we had a Rawlins dad. He stood up. He knew that was going in, and he was right.
28-21 now. The lead extended to 7. Inside to Heibel, kick out, Chase, jumper, 3. Nope, no, just is a 2, but in. Just inside the 3-line baseline, 28-23.
Braves okay here, but they got to dig in defensively, and I still think we need to be aggressive to the hoop. Just 1 team foul on Rawlins here with 6:50 left to go in the ballgame.
Ben McFarland has the basketball high up top. Goes to the right side to Young. Whistle away from the ball, and that's going to be an offensive foul against the Outlaws.
And I think they're going to whistle it on Colton Garlington Yeah, Colton Garlington picks up his first. You can see this pretty jumper here from Chase. He's pretty deadly from 15, and he knocks that down. 4 points, 8 rebounds for Chase Erickson.
28-23 on the Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. Braves trail 5, 6:40 to play in the game. Critchfield all alone as he comes across center court. Bounces to the elbow to Chase, nothing for him. Back to the left side to Critchfield, can't get the shot off on the perimeter. Throws it away, stolen by Tarango. And the Outlaws will have the basketball, slow the pace down, and Allard back in the game, has the handle. Left side over to Olsen. Up top to McFarland. Back to Young. Around the perimeter come the Outlaws. 6:14 and counting in the fourth. Still a 5-point lead for Rawlins. Tarango on the perimeter. Dumps it just outside the paint to Olsen. There's going to be a whistle and a foul against the Braves.
Yeah, way too aggressive there from Kyler Battleson. Of course, Kyler was an all-state linebacker this year.
Yeah.
And also last week, he and McCabe Smith named to the USA Today Wyoming all-Wyoming team. Kyler loves playing football, a little too aggressive there.
Inbound play going around the perimeter is the Rawlins offense. Clock hits 6 minutes. Allard will step back into the front court. 28-23 still the score.
And Rawlins has burned off about 2 minutes here in this period. With that 5-point lead, they're shortening the game. And the Braves getting a little, like I said, they kind of leads to those types of plays. A reach foul there by Reese Heibel.
Trying to find Allard on the elbow. And is that the fourth?
Yeah, that's a fourth personal on Reese. So he'll have a seat. So on the floor for the Braves is Pearson, Critchfield, Chase Erickson, Kyler Battleson, Mason Erickson. So the original starting 5. And they need to dig in here and get a stop.
28-23. Down low on the block is Olsen. Back to the backboard. Hook shot. Fade away and in. What a pretty move by Malachi Olsen to get the bucket.
I think that matches the largest lead of the game here for Rawlins. 7 points, 30-23 on your Bank of Star Valley scoreboard.
5:26 now to play in the fourth period. Here at Star Valley High School, Battleson has Young on him at the front court, able to find Pearson left side. Pearson takes a few dribbles. Over to his right, tries to get Battleson cutting in, but he's covered, so can't get rid of it to him. Pivots around and instead goes to Mason. He comes in baseline, loses the dribble, picks it back up. Loose again on the court. Pearson picks it up on the perimeter. Reset over to Chase Erickson up high.
Good hustle there by Mason to avoid the turnover, but Braves no closer to having a quality shot.
Kyler finds a lane, drives in, block call, no good. And Kyler will go to the line. He'll have 2 shots.
Ouch. Battleson and Ben McFarland had a collision down there, and they're going to whistle McFarland for the foul.
Well, that's just what you were talking about, Dowds. You watch the replay here. Being aggressive and drive it in. Don't get the shot, but they do draw the foul there.
Kyler, 1 of 2 from the free throw line here today. Knocks that one down.
Game brought to you by First Bank, supporting Star Valley's communities with locations in Alpine and Afton. Find them online at firstbank-online.com. Second free throw is missed by Battleson. 6-point lead for the Outlaws, 30-24.
Braves still okay here, but boy, it almost feels like the thread on the sweater is just out there waiting to unravel, and they need to make sure they snip it off.
Allard tries to throw it inside, but stolen by Chase Erickson. Finds Pearson across half court. Drives in, shot up, and good.
Boy,
Chase Pearson, a big one in the lane.
Say Jake looked like he was kind of out of control and not even at the top of his jump, and threw that up with the left hand, and it goes in.
4:23 to play in the fourth. Now a 4-point game. Rollins still up with the 2-possession lead. Here comes Roble. Big jumper from the free throw line's missed. He has range. Pearson on the rebound. He's going to run it. He has Roble in front of him. Pops the jumper off the glass. Good. Back-to-back field goals for Pearson, and it's a 1-possession game.
11 points now for Jake to go with 6 rebounds, and now he is back on track with 4 to go.
Midway through the fourth period on the Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. Timeout taken by the Rawlins Outlaws. We'll take it as well. 2-point lead, but the Braves battling back here on SVI Media, Black Mountain Country, and the Braves Broadcast Network. Duke Gantz and Dal Erickson with the entire SVI Media crew. Appreciate our camera crew. We have about 7 or 8 of them rotating around today. David Kazare on the switcher, of course, doing the production work, and Eli Erickson back at the radio station.
And going final in the last minute, Jackson misses their last shot, and North Fremont defeats the Bronx. Up in Teton County, another 3 for Jace Allard.
Step back well beyond the arch, and that one's another big one, and increased the lead back up to 5, 33-28.
It's got 4 3-pointers, 18 points in the ballgame for Jace Allard.
Almost got a steal, but Pearson tracks down the loose ball. It drives in, split the D, hop step, no good. But there is going to be a foul. They'll call the foul on the floor, though, so no shots from the line.
Well, this is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see Jake drive hard to the hoop. Here you can see Allard well beyond the 3, nothing but net. His 4th triple of the ballgame.
Inbound play for Heibel. Will throw this one in. 3:33 on the clock late in the 4th period. Heibel looks deep. Has to go way up high to Critchfield to get the inbound.
That foul is the 4th on Rawlins, so they still have a couple fouls to give here with 3.5 to go.
Chase open left elbow. Too strong, hangs on the rim but doesn't go in. Rebounded by Allard. And it's Rawlins basketball up top, up front to Olsen. He drives it in. No travel. That was an NBA step. And he missed the shot. And
he sure did.
Holy cow. You give him 3 or 4 steps on that one. Didn't get the call, but it is going to be a whistle. And I believe this is
here, let's
Star Valley ball.
Yeah, that's 3 steps.
Star Valley does get the ball, though, after the missed shot.
So it's a 15 foul. Both teams now 5 with 3:14 to go in the ball game. Outlaws up 5. Braves with the basketball. Jake Pearson's come alive here in this 4th quarter. 6 points in the second half.
He has it across half court. Trapped. Mason elbow. Shot too strong. No good. Ball loose. Heibel saves it before it goes out.
Wow.
Hits Critchfield. Now Pearson fakes the 3 in the left corner. He's trapped. Dribbles out and fouled. And that'll be the last foul that Rawlins has to give. They picked him up quick here in the 4th.
What a fantastic play there by Reese Heibel to save that possession. And then draws a foul on Rawlins, and now you're going to be in the bonus.
Heibel is going to inbound here on the baseline. The clock exactly at 3 minutes. Throws it off the back of a Rawlins player. Unintentionally, I think, and it's going to be a turnover. Rawlins picks up the loose ball.
I actually wonder if that hit off the back of the backboard. That looked kind of weird.
2:50 to play in the 4th. Left side is Tarango. He's had a good game, especially defensively, and a whistle. That's going to be against Chase Erickson.
I think it's on Mason, and I think he's gone. I think that's his 5th foul.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, he's not coming out. I had him for 5, but maybe it's only his 4th.
4 on the board.
Okay, so don't listen to me.
Yeah. Allard will inbound. Still up by 5 are the Outlaws. 33-28, 2:44 to play in the game.
Pivotal defensive possession here for the Braves.
Allard has it now in the front court, left side corner. Mason remains in the game and is on the defense against Allard. Penman left side. Bounce inside to Young. Dribble in the paint. Missed a big shot. And Heibel gets a big rebound.
Rebound number 8 for Reese.
Pearson pushes the ball across half court. Feeds it over to Chase on the right side perimeter. Nothing going there for him. Goes back to Pearson. Pearson wants to drive angle. Looks inside the lane. Ball's batted around. Chase keeps it alive. Goes to Mason. He's in the lane. Shot is good. And the whistle. They want offensive, and it is.
It is.
Offensive foul against Mason Erickson, and now he will be done.
Here's your Carpus Plus color tile replay. Ball scrambling around. Mason going to drive in. Tarango. Yep. Of course it's Tarango.
Timeout on the floor as Mason has just fouled out. We'll take a 30-second break. We'll be back with the score still at 33-28 on the Braves Broadcast Network.
Watch live, listen live. This is the Star Valley Braves, live on SVI Media and Black Mountain Country.
Big charge drawn by Tarango for Rawlins. Wipes off 2 points off the board and fouls out Mason Erickson for Star Valley.
Yeah, home crowd didn't like that one. They were a little slow to realize that they thought it was going to be an and one, and instead it's an offensive foul, and Mason Erickson fouls out.
And the defense not able to find Allard, but catch a break as they throw it deep to Allard, way out in front of him, though.
And no time runs off the clock.
Yeah, so perfect situation for the Braves. But, boy, that could have easily gone back the other way. And because no one touched it, they get it on their end of the court.
Yeah, they get to be right here next to the B in Braves on the floor.
2:13 to play in the game.
Jake Pearson to trigger it in.
He'll go up top to Battleson. Clock ticking down to 2:12. 33-28, Rawlins on top. In a low-scoring game, Heibel drives in. Kick out to Chase on the baseline. Drives in. Jumper in the paint. Shot hangs on the rim. Bounces on the rim and drops in. Lead down to 3, 33-30.
6 points for Chase Erickson now to go with 8 rebounds. It's a fun way to spend a Saturday afternoon.
Absolutely, 150 and a tight game to play late in the fourth. Here's Tarango, able to dump it off to Penman. 3-point lead for the Outlaws. Penman drives in. Jumper from the right elbow's good. And another timeout taken by the Outlaws. 1:38 to go, and it's 35-30. It's the Braves Broadcast Network back in 60 seconds.
And Dal Erickson with live coverage of Braves athletics on SVI Media and Black Mountain Country.
It's a 2-possession game, 35-30. Braves trailing, but with the basketball and only $1:35 to play in the game. Critchfield will have the dribble across half court. Man-man defense for the Outlaws. Chase, right elbow, gives it up. Critchfield wants a three, can't get it off. Bounces down to Heibel in the lane. Shot short, rebound for Heibel. Put back is swatted, but a foul. Tarango wanted the foul, but wanted the block again, but instead gets the foul, and Heibel to the line.
To be fair, he hasn't been whistled for any of the other ones, so he's had a terrific game. Riesle's that a little short.
So he got his hand.
Boy, that's
no body, but hand.
I'll tell you what, though, he has an argument. Not a lot there.
Heibel is good from the line on that attempt. One more coming, this to make it a one-possession game, which is brought to you by Sunrise Engineering, Star Valley Disposal, Star Valley Realty, Hastings Ace Hardware, and Star Valley Glass. Free throw is good.
Clutch couple of free throws for Heibel. And they wanted their subs in. So they might need to put a couple seconds back on. We'll see if they actually do.
Yeah, they didn't get their subs before the shot.
Because the clock did start to move because they inbounded the ball. But,
yes,
that substitution should have happened on the dead ball. So if the officials are on the ball, they'll at least add 1 or 2 seconds here. I know it doesn't seem like a big deal, and they will. They're actually going to add 3, so 119. So well done by the officials to catch that.
Star Valley's going to pressure on the inbound, full court press.
You heard me.
I did, they did, that's right.
We're natural enemies, so I don't give too many compliments.
35-32, 112 to play in the game. Rawlins is going to spread the offense, try and burn some clock here. Right side, Roble gives it up to Young, top of the floor, drives into left side elbow, spins around, nothing there, still spinning around, gives it up top of the floor to Penman, who had a big shot just a moment ago.
That was his first basket of the game, and it was a doozy.
Allard out to Penman, 52 and counting. Braves not fouling, just hoping for a Rawlins mistake. Allard drives into the lane, shot is up and good. 37-32, now Kyler Battleson on the inbound play, bounces over to Pearson in the lane, and that one's good. A quick answer for the Braves, and the lead back to 3, 37-34. Timeout taken on the court, and back and forth we go. 37.5 on the clock. It's the Braves Broadcast Network back in 30 seconds.
Listen live. This is the Star Valley Braves, live on SVI Media and Black Mountain Country.
37-34 with 37 and a half to play in the ballgame. It is going to be Outlaw basketball with the 3-point lead. You have 7 fouls down for if you're Star Valley at this point in the game. Do you start to foul? As you can see the Pearson layup there to make it a one-possession game. Do you go for a turnover here, or is it too early to start fouling?
I still think there's plenty of time to go for a steal and force a turnover personally, because you are in the bonus. You don't need to worry about that later on. Especially we're going to make them go the full length of the court. That being said, I have never won a game as a coach, ever.
Braves will pressure again on the inbound play. They don't go for a foul. Heibel gets the steal, dives, ball's on the court. Battleson picks it up, shot no good, but a foul. What a play by Reese Heibel. Looks like he might be shaken up a little bit. Gave his body up to dive for that to save it from going out of bounds, and that'll put Battleson on the line.
Watch this. It's nice to have Reese back. He tips the ball. Some contact there, winds up in the hands of Battleson, and Rawlins whistled for the foul. That is a game changer.
So this is going to be 1-1.
No, it's not going to count.
No, they wave it off.
It's not going to count because the official whistled to not shoot. But the other official did not see that and handed the ball to Kyler, so that does not count.
So one official was thinking 1-1. The other said no, it was a shooting foul, 2 shots. So now it's 2 shots, and it's good either way.
Hats off to Kyler.
Yeah.
If that was me, I'd be like, hey, man, I want my free throw. And then I'd miss it.
Yeah. So the lead down to 2, 37-35. One more attempt coming for Kyler.
He is 3 of 5 from the charity stripe today.
Hit the game winner against Bear Lake a few weeks ago.
Yep.
Second free throw up and in.
Huge.
1-point game. Now Star Valley looking for another steal. Penman down the court, ball's loose. Push foul against Pearson. He doesn't like it, but that's going to be one-on-one shooting for Brett Penman on the line.
Jake really didn't like it. In fact, a couple of teammates come over and say, don't say anything you're going to regret. It's right on that borderline. And we're clear up here, and they're right down there, and they felt like Penman was pushed on the sideline, so he'll go to the free throw line. On the season, he is a 59% free throw shooter. He has not had an attempt today.
Here's the front end of the 1-and-1. Good. Clutch free throw for Brett Penman. He's been clutch late. He hit the jumper from the right side elbow earlier, too.
Yeah, he and Jace Howard, 20 points in the ball game. He's got the game high, but Penman, he is judiciously been efficient here. Misses the second.
Ball loose on the court, though. It's going to be a jump ball call. We'll see what it is. And the possession arrow favors Rawlins, so they get the ball.
Well, Coach Howard was trying to get a timeout. The official going to say it's a jump, but as you mentioned, Duke, possession arrow to the Outlaws.
So a 2-point lead for Rawlins with 23.8 to play in the ball game. Here at Star Valley High School, the inbound up top to Penman. Pearson goes for the steal but can't get it. Now they've got a foul with 20 seconds. Battleson almost gets the steal and then will foul. That's a foul against Kyler Battleson. He doesn't like it, but I think he pushed trying to get the ball.
Well, Howard hit the floor.
Yeah.
Somebody put him there, so much as I want to win the game.
Here's your Carpets Plus color tile replay, and catching the tail end of it there with 16.6 seconds. So 1-and-1 for Allard from the line.
He is 2 of 3 tonight, 79% on the season. He gets there quite a bit, so he's a pretty good shooter. He could miss one, or he could have already missed his one.
Here's the front end of the 1-on-1. 19 fouls, so double bonus the rest of the game. Good.
21 points for Jace Howard now. 21 of his team's 39. He has had is there such a thing as a quiet 21 points? I mean, he's hit some outlandish shots, too.
He has.
For whatever reason in my psyche, it doesn't seem like it's been like that, but big game for Jace Howard.
39-36. One more free throw for Jace when we come back. Braves call a timeout back here in 30 seconds. At Braves trailing 39-36 on SVI Media Black Mountain Country.
Duke and down with live coverage of the Star Valley Braves on SVI Media and Black Mountain Country.
Just talking about how Rawlins has hit some big shots down the stretch, Dal, and none bigger than this free throw from Allard. This to make it a 2-possession game. Right now it's a 3-point lead for the Outlaws.
This is a big one.
39-36 to score with 16.6 on the clock. Free throw is good.
22 points for Jace Howard. Braves need a quick bucket.
Battleson across half court. Clock ticking down to 12 seconds. Pearson deep has to fire the three. Front rim, no good. Rebounded by Penman, or rebounded by Young. And the Rawlins Outlaws in good position here. That's the 10th team foul. Double bonus. 2 shots on the way for Trey Young.
Young has not shot a free throw today. 78% on the season. So chance to help put this one away. Now I want to point this out, Duke. My research only goes back to 1951. So Rawlins may have won here in Afton, but they haven't since 1951. That I know. They're 0-12 in that time period. So I'm not saying they've never won here, but it's a very rare occurrence, and they're on the verge.
7.1 to go. First free throw good. Second one missed. 41-36. Last gasp for Battleson as he launches a three with 3 seconds to go, and no good. Putback is no good, but a whistle stops the clock at 0.4 seconds.
It bounced up and hit the guy wire, and so a turnover here to the Outlaws. This one's over.
Rawlins will win the game. First win in Star Valley, at least since 1950, whatever. 51, if not the first ever in Star Valley. 41-36 is your final. Rawlins outlast Star Valley. It's your Silver Star Communications postgame show when we come back on the Braves Broadcast Network.